Hey yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the LAFC career, where today we're going to be getting into the final episode of Season 2. We'll be playing for the MLS Cup final here today, and sadly, this also might be the last time we see this team in its current form. And I'm excited and slightly nervous to be playing for this trophy in this one. But before that, as always, let's check out the comments from what was a very bizarre and unexpectedly entertaining last episode. Now, if you haven't seen last episode, I don't know if I can even explain what happened. And you're probably not going to understand some of the comments we're about to see here right now, such as this one. What the fuck is wrong with EA? Honestly, yeah. Well said. And honestly, I have no idea. It's whatever it is, it's no little thing. Giles Barnes. I'm sorry about this one. This one had me laughing so hard, but Giles Barnes threatened Don Garber, who is the commissioner of MLS, in case you didn't know that. He threatened Don Garber to take out away goals in the conference championship so he could thwart your MLS Cup hopes. Honestly, is Giles Barnes a mob boss now? Like, what is going on with the lore of Giles Barnes? But seriously though, still blame Giles Barnes. Maybe the away goals thing is just the curse of California. Okay, I see you. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Everyone laugh at the spelling mistake. Haha, it's so funny. And an actual productive comment from last episode. Remember when you wanted to sell Rossi? Guy was lights out this year. And yes, he was. And it's actually thanks to a comment that I didn't end up selling him. If you remember back to the beginning of the season, I was very, very close. I was at least contemplating on selling Diego Rossi because I just didn't think he was that good in Season 1. But there was a comment that said, look, he's still young, plenty of time to develop. You shouldn't give up on him that easily, or something along those lines. And they were right. And I don't remember who the comment was. I apologize, but that's pretty much the reason why I stuck with Rossi for at least one more year. And he had arguably an MVP caliber season for us. As a matter of fact, here are the stats from this season. We all know about Hulk and Ramirez battling for the Golden Boot this year, and they actually both tied on 20 goals in all competitions, 19 apiece in MLS. And if it hadn't been for Hulk, who is probably the MVP of the year for us, it would probably be Diego Rossi right there. 12 goals, 12 assists, playing out wide exclusively on the wing this year. He had a phenomenal season. He was by far our best winger. He was better than Blessing. He was better than Vela. And he was actually really, really good for us. But enough about all of that. It is time for the final. We are live from Bank of California Stadium. And again, this is probably the last time we're going to see this lineup all in there together. This is definitely going to be the last time we see this lineup. It's a good one. Maybe one of the best ever in MLS at this point. We have one more job. One more game. Let's go get this trophy. And here is a look now at the New York Red Bulls starting 11. It's a pretty normal starting 11 for New York Red Bulls. Other than the striker, who I don't know who that is, and the goalkeeper, who I don't know who he is, nor do I know how to say his name. But other than that, looks like a pretty normal starting 11 for New York. And we're ready to go. All right, boys. Kickoff in MLS Cup. The final is underway. Okay, up here for Ramirez. Ramirez is turning for K. Another one. It's an early one. I thought he scored. Hulk on his left foot missed. How did we not score from that? Honestly, Hulk, really? Our MVP? He's just not going to score there? Well, that was nearly the dream start that we wanted. Kind of blew it there, Hulk. Not going to lie. He poked that in between my fucking player's legs. Here we go. Ball up here. In for Ramirez. Ramirez going to play it to Rossi up the wing. Okay, I forgot they have Murillo over there, and he is very, very fast. Come on, boys. Ball in the middle here. Through for Ramirez. Oh, that almost got through there. That would have been a big one. All right, we're still on it, though. Okay. Over for Horta. Horta's going to take it on his left foot. Blocked, but only as far as Vela, who can't control it. It's actually going to go out for a corner. We'll take that. All right, we have a corner early on. We're 10 minutes in. We are going to look for... Okay, it just kind of bobbles. I'm not even sure who that was to. Pacheco. Ball over here for Pacheco. He's got Vela, and Vela actually is kind of all by himself over here. Come on, Vela. Let's hold it up. Oh, I thought Vela was going to be able to squeeze by him and go out wide. All right, it's been kind of a sloppy first 15 minutes. We haven't done very well keeping the ball or making good passes. That's a good ball in, though. What a ball by our co-MVP, Diego Rossi. An assist for Rossi. He finds the man we always look for in there. Well, one of them. Walker Zimmerman. He never loses headers. He's one of the most dominant players that I've seen in the air in MLS in these 2 seasons we've been at LAFC. He proves it once again, and it's 1-0 early on against New York. That's the start that we wanted right there. And by the way, in case you're wondering, I know I use that tactic a lot in FIFA 18, that play it short off of a corner, then cross it in. That's literally the first time it's worked for me in FIFA 19, so don't give me that stuff about that was a cheesy goal. It really was not. Boy, Rossi. What a tackle by Rossi. Flicking it forward for Hulk. He is going to get on the end of it. It's going to be to Carlos Vela. What a goal by Carlos Vela on the volley. That was spectacular. And it is 2-0 just after the half-hour mark. Again, Diego Rossi made that happen. Tackle high up the pitch on a little bit of an individual press. Gets the turnover. Hulk with a great ball in, but it was all the finish of Carlos Vela right there. My good, I want to see it one more time. Hulk with that ball in, and Vela just smashes it on the full volley. Nobody's stopping that. All right, free kick here for New York Red Bulls. Ooh, not well defended. I was clenched on that one, but it does trickle wide. The header by Kaku. They almost had a lifeline right there right before halftime. As we start the second half here, a little bit of a statistical analysis on the first half. We had 7 shots. They had 1, just that header by Kaku, and that was it. So, yeah, New York Red Bulls really struggling to find anything offensively here. Did I just put my foot in my own mouth? A little bit. Wow, it's... No, it's not Royer. It's not. It's always... It's fucking always Daniel Royer. It just is always Royer. How in the hell did he even control that ball? That was an amazing touch. I don't know how he scored from that angle either. That Ty Miller. I'm looking at you on that one, bro. You can't get beat near post from that. That's unacceptable. That's poor goalkeeping. Ramirez up here for Horta. Horta in the middle for K. K doesn't really have many options. Now he's going to go for Hulk. First time shot. Hulk smashes that one right past the goalkeeper. Whatever the fuck his name. I don't know the goalkeeper's. I can't say it. There's like 19 consonants. Buy a vowel, bitch. How do you say that name? Doesn't matter. It's 3-1 in the final, and Hulk does have his goal here. New York, I'll give them credit. They've done a very, very good job of passing the ball around and moving in this second half to try to get back into this thing. Oh, it's Royer again. But Pacheco comes away with the ball. I mean, they're not giving up. They're definitely working as hard as they can to get back into this thing. It's just not happening for them. And this could be it. It's Hulk on the ball here. Hulk. What in the hell? He's missed 2 good one-on-one chances with the keeper. The hard one he actually scored, but the 2 that he's had open, he's just missed by a mile. Oh, New York coming forward again. Ball in the box. That's in. That's a goal for Tyler. I don't know how Tyler Adams beat both Zimmerman and Andrew Michaels on a header in the box because they were both there, and somehow Adams still won that. And B, I don't know how he got by Tyler Miller. Tyler Miller was kind of the hero in that second leg against SKC. He's had some questionable moments in this one. Both of the goals, I just feel like he could have done more, and now it's 3-2 with about 15 minutes left to play. Oh no. Oh, New Yorker coming forward here. Tyler Adams just stood there again. What is going on with that? Do I have to bring in Bendik? Is that what's going to happen? Is it going to be Bendik? Okay, that took 2 deflections off of Walker Zimmerman there. I'm not sure I can really blame Tyler Miller for that one. But I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to use my third and final substitution on Joe Bendik. Lost it, and here comes New York straight back up. Look how fast they're moving the ball forward. They know they've only got a few minutes. Oh, we're right down to the nitty. This is the last attack New York's going to get. We have to stop them one more time. Ball it. That's a good ball it. Oh, there's Zimmerman again. That ball was going into a very, very bad spot. And that is it. No more time left for New York Red Bulls. I'm assuming that's going to be it. You never know. After last episode, I'm waiting until I see a trophy on the field. Pretty sure that's going to do it, though. 3-2, the final score. Wow, man. That was a good match. We dominated the first half of that one. New York, to their credit, did not go away. They probably outplayed us there in the second half and very nearly made a miraculous comeback. All right, so 2 trophies for us this season. US Open, not US Open, that's the one we didn't win. Supporter Shield and MLS Cup. Hopefully next season we can make a run at the US Open Cup, or at least, you know, get out of the first round, which we haven't been able to do in 2 years. But you may have noticed that I didn't do the MLS draft before the MLS Cup this season, and that's because in season 1 I just kind of screwed up on when I scouted players and brought them into the youth academy. To make things short, I did it too early, and by the time we got to this point, they all wanted out of the youth academy, so I had to do the draft right then and there. This year, I waited a little while longer, and now we can do it how I wanted to do it all along, and that's draft after the MLS Cup final, and kind of use the draft as the starting point for the next season, and that will happen next episode. So to kind of wrap up this episode and season 2, we'll kind of take stock in what we do have currently in the roster, and kind of our plans and thoughts moving forward with the players that we do have under contract right now. So to start out with, we have the goalkeeper position. Ty Miller, though I would say a suspect performance in the MLS Cup final, still our goalkeeper, I would say. I don't have any plans on replacing him. Joe Bendik probably won't be back next year. I think that whole experiment's come to an end. If I can find a suitor for him, someone that will actually buy this bum, I will sell him. And then we have Killian Roberts, who will be back next year in some capacity, either as the primary backup once again, or like he is right now, the third string goalkeeper. In the defense, we have Walmer Pacheco. He will be back as the right back next year. Don't have any plans on letting him go. Betashore, I do have under contract next year, but he's unhappy with his playing time as a backup, so I might be moving him. We'll have to wait and see. We do have Anthony Park out on loan at Seattle right now. He'll be coming back next year at some point. Maybe not right away. Might not be till the summer, but he will be back with us at some point next year. Walker Zimmerman and Andrew Michaels are going to be our center backs, I think, assuming we don't get a big offer for Walker Zimmerman in the offseason. I hope we don't, because I do want to keep that center back pairing together. Briseño, though, is unhappy and has made his intentions clear that he probably wants out of the team. We have Jalen Robinson's going to be back. Edgar will not. And Moutinho is going to be the left back once again, assuming we don't get a big offer for him. And moving into the midfield, Atuesta will have an increased role next season, assuming he can actually stay healthy, which has been a massive problem for him in the 2 seasons that we've been with his career. Brett Evans will have a massively increased role, as well as I don't think I'll be bringing Hulk back next year. He is down 2 in his overall. He is 33 years old. MVP this season, but I think a lot of you were kind of upset about the Hulk situation that I brought him in as a non-designated player, so I probably will look to move him in the offseason. Enrique Vera will have a slightly increased role, still going to be mostly a substitute for us though. Mark Anthony K is going to be our best midfielder next season, assuming that Andre Horta does leave with a big offer coming in for him. Eric Cantu actually has a little bit of potential to him, so he'll probably see a little bit of an increased role as well. Trejo is very upset with his role in the team, so he'll probably be sold. Julian Green will have a slightly increased role, though also probably still a substitute. Lee Win might actually go back to being the starting center attacking mid in behind the striker, but we'll have to see how the striker situation works out. We'll get to that in just a minute. Carlos Vela will be back next season. I still don't have any plans on selling him. I like the way he plays. A good veteran presence to have on this team. Latif Blessing might be taking over the other winger role if Diego Rossi leaves. I have no problem at this point giving Blessing that role. Blessing also had a really good season after a shaky season 1. Fuentes is out on loan. We don't need to talk about that draft bust. And then we have the striker Christian Ramirez. Probably will still be the primary striker next season, but we do have Gerard Peña Herrero, who is kind of making some noise. He's 70 rated. Christian Ramirez is 71. I might dabble with a 2-striker setup next season to see how that partnership would work out. And that's what I was talking about, seeing how the striker situation goes, because I think we need to get Peña Herrero on the field a little bit more next year. And then we have Diego Rossi there at the bottom. I'm assuming we're going to get an offer in for him, and he will be leaving. So that is it. That is all she wrote for season number 2. I do have a couple of questions for you guys. You can let me know in the comments below. The Hulk situation. Do we bring him back? He was arguably the MVP of the league this year. He scored that goal in the Cup final, so technically he does also win the Golden Boot. One better than Christian Ramirez, although Christian Ramirez was one better than Hulk in the regular season, so dual Golden Boots? I'm not really sure how to award that. I don't know, but should we bring Hulk back next season or should we let him go? I'm happy either way. I'm kind of leaning towards letting him walk. And the other kind of big question mark for this team is actually at striker. I know, letting one Golden Boot winner walk and then maybe replacing the other one with a youngster, but Peña Herrero, I think he's ready. He needs more playing time. Do we go with 2 strikers up top and see how it works? Or do we look to maybe move Christian Ramirez and give the job to Peña Herrero? I think that might be a bit of a drastic step at this point, as Peña Herrero is still slightly unproven, but he's there, man. He's got the rating. He's played well when he has played. Finishing needs a little bit of work, but he's going to grow. He has great potential to him, I think. So strikers is kind of a question mark, even though I think we could go with Ramirez for the rest of the series and probably be fine. But that is going to be a wrap for season number 2. Like I said, we'll come back next time with the MLS draft and maybe get a little bit into the transfer window. I'm not sure, because last draft took actually an entire episode. It took quite a bit. So we'll see how things go with the draft, and then maybe we'll get into the transfer window a little bit as well. So that is it for this one. If you did enjoy it and you're looking forward to season 3 with LAFC, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you when we come back for the MLS draft. See ya.